Sorry, Sammy. Hi, you dolls. Welcome back. And if you are new, hello, my name is Jessie, and today we are going to react to Season 3, that's a 2, Season 3, Episode 3 of Once Upon a Time, Quite a Common Fairy. Are we going to meet some new characters? Always exciting. As you can see, we have our new thumbnail for Season 3. Thank you, everybody who sent in pictures. We left off with our prince having quite the wound, and it's making me a little nervous. How are they going to get out of this being in Neverland? There's a bunch of other craziness going on. Let's jump in and find out what is going on with our characters. But before we do, don't forget to throw a like up or a dislike if you do or do not like what you see, but comment down below and let me know why. Subscribe if you have not yet. We do fun things here. Ring-a-ling-a-ling the bell to be notified when I upload new videos, and don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. It is $5 a month. That's $1.25 a week, and it has all of my unedited reactions of everything that I do on YouTube, in addition to more. So if you can't wait for the weekly YouTube drops, I'm at least a season ahead. Go check it out. But without further ado, I'm excited to jump back into Neverland. This is Season 3, Episode 3 of Once Upon a Time, Quite a Common Fairy. Where the F is my Henry?
Son of a... How is it now behind us?
Oh, oh, oh!
Who doesn't like apples?
It's a family thing.
Up! Tink? Oh!
Neverland with Peter Pan.
That looks like Mjolnir
Who
for
was
his
hands
hammer.
down the nastiest person, the truest believer.
And you believe that to be Henry?
It has to be.
Neil's
Things
very
like portals,
smart.
beams,
I like
magic
Neil.
mirrors,
He's
ruby slippers,
quickly
some
turning
kind of
into
ashes.
one of my favorite characters. Look how cute you are.
Married men come in all sizes. My son, Roland.
And how to get to Henry.
Don't bait his child if that's what you're thinking.
For nothing.
Hey, Pan, we got a cute one.
Have you even been listening?
Pan will have shields against magic death.
Love
and
the
more
sass,
importantly,
Toasty.
Mine.
Pixie dust, nuclear fairy dust.
Well, you know her?
Every kid in the world knows her.
Oh, did you have bad experience with Tinkerbell?
Roast swan. You'll get that later.
I'm not sure about these lessons anymore.
I need freedom.
I just want to say how interesting it is that Regina has never showed any desire to be queen until she lost her love and basically believed her mother when she said she had no choice but to become queen. Majority of people, like Cora wanted to be queen so bad. So many people would love to be queen. Peasants, I'm sure if you ask them, they would be like, yes, I want to be queen. But Regina's the perfect example of you can have everything in the world, all the riches you may want, but still lead a miserable life. Like she could get whatever she wants, and the one thing that she wants is her freedom, and she can't have
A little
that.
love,
That's so sad.
a little darkness.
Or is she gonna fall? So
Put me
you
down.
do know Tinkerbell.
What are you doing?
I'm Tinkerbell.
Yay! Where did Tinkerbell come from, though? Was she just
The
like
only way I can
flying
get
by
through it
and
is-
heard her fall?
You need love. You're gonna help me find another soulmate. My happy ending looks like Snow's head on a plate.
No.
Is Tinkerbell conniving, or is Regina exaggerating her issues again? Oh!
Always comes with a price.
She is
Sometimes not
learning.
using it comes with a price too. I'm just worried about Henry.
We get it, but you need to put your head on straight, girl. You are all over
nasty
the place. If you're a true believer, you can do it, Henry.
You won't hit him.
This is all a part of Pan's plan, to convince Henry that being in Neverland is so much better than being anywhere else because it's so much fun and you're capable of doing whatever you can dream of, especially you because you're the true believer. Henry! I'll kill you in a second, Pan. I love him
So you're gonna tell us?
So Hook knew. Tulips! My favorite flower.
Good evening, Green.
Oh, so we do see.
Hey,
Oh,
You look amazing.
she does
Did you
not
dress
look
up in
happy to see
Tinkerbell?
her.
She's exactly someone who could use help.
Kinda
Well, maybe
does.
if you get me have some pixie dust.
Not a chance.
That was a little mean, Blue Fairy. I get you have to be stern, but
My toddler is bait.
At worst.
yeah, you
something
can't
goes
bait
wrong and
him.
I have to get there.
God.
He saved her and your son.
Oh, I don't feel good about that. I get it. She doesn't want to see her.
You go waste your time searching. What'd you do to her?
Ah,
What?
what'd you do to her?
Why would you assume I did something?
Well, it's you.
If she sees me, she won't help.
She already did. Emma's gonna leave and then she's gonna come out and be like, hey, Regina.
That is your happy ending. He's down there. All the pain in your past
Who's
will
it
be just
gonna
that.
be?
The past. The guy with the lion tattoo.
That's him?
Pixie dust doesn't lie.
All I can think of is King Louie from the Jungle Book. Lions. Or like Mufasa from the Lion King. Or the lion from the Wizard of Oz. It's not charming right now, because he would be young, he would be like old Snow's age. Oh, and she ran? She stole fairy dust in order to help Regina, in order to prove to the blue fairy that it would work, and Regina ran away.
You look terrible. Come and get me,
I wouldn't
Tinkerbell.
say that.
It's pretty bare. Reminds me of someplace.
It's a reminder of the
Where I used to
capsule.
live. That's it.
The wardrobe.
To sleep. I didn't always have a canopy bed in a palace. Believe it or not, I understand.
Yeah, that's
it's
interesting. They never talked about that before.
You burned me.
Burned you?
Regina didn't realize what was at
So what do you
stake,
want from
though.
me?
Yeah.
Dream shade.
Ever hear of Dream Shade?
How the hell did you get like this?
I met you.
Oh my gosh. The parallels, it's totally in reverse. Like, she meant to help Regina, and in return, instead, she destroyed Tinkerbell. But Regina also didn't understand what was at stake. She didn't realize that by running away would also destroy Tinkerbell's life, because she said, where'd you get it? Like, where'd you get the pixie dust? You know, she didn't say, I stole it and the blue fairy's gonna kill me if you don't prove that this is gonna work. She was just
Pixie dust,
afraid
it was
if she
wrong.
did fall in love, the same thing that happened with Daniel would happen.
You're a terrible fairy.
You didn't go in, did you?
It's mean.
How dare you?
She's thinking, look what happened with Daniel. I tried to run away with him, and he got murdered in front of me. And this is how I ended up in this mess. So what is she supposed to do? Fall in love with this guy, try to run away again, and have the same thing happen?
I had love, and he's dead. And I suffered. I don't have friends.
Regina. You could. You just keep
Fly
screwing
away,
them
Mom.
over.
Crush it.
You think I won't take it?
No, I'm counting on it.
You betrayed my trust. I can regain it.
That was pretty bad.
Give me a chance.
I no longer believe in you.
That's so sad. That's so sad. Oh. That's so sad. That's like one of those conversations of like, I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed. It's worse than being mad.
Do you know what you cost me?
Was being happy such a terrible fate?
Yes, I was afraid.
Yeah.
I didn't. What you're looking at is your own future.
Ooh. Very smart. Tinkerbell's their only shot, so she's pulling out all the truth.
They never hurt themselves?
All the time. At one point, I had 4 boys with missing fingers.
This place runs on imagination, on belief.
So if that place runs on belief, Neverland runs on belief, if everyone just stops believing, won't it disappear or go back to what it was or become whatever they believe it to be? Theoretically, I'm going off on a spiral now. What if all of the Lost Boys got together and just believed that Pan wasn't as powerful as he was and that they could overtake him? Is he just that good at brainwashing? Because there's like a lot of people crying at night. There's a lot of Lost Boys crying at night. I feel like if all the ones that are crying are upset about being there, clearly, what is it? Like they wake up and suddenly they're just like, forget it. Like we can play all day. Maybe there's something to that. I have a feeling that Henry is going to befriend Pan and make it look like he really wants to be there and believes him in order to use that against him. Like keep your friends close, enemies
In every
closer.
world.
My mom is the savior, not me.
You know, she broke some curse, yeah. Oh,
How does
What if
he
having
know
you
all
was-
of this stuff?
you remind me of your father.
How did Neil escape? And who the heck is Regina's true love?
Right under the shadow.
That back of the head kind of looked like Robin Hood's back of the head. Roll up your sleeves, Robin. You got any tattoos under there?
What?
He's so cute. Oh my god, this kid is too cute. He's totally gonna die.
I say. No, not yet. Not yet.
Oh my god, he's so cute. He's totally gonna get taken.
I believe.
Sorry, Sammy. No! No!
I got it.
Get him? Yes, Neil. Don't sleep near any windows. What are you doing? No. What are you No. A shadow demon came through the window like 10 minutes ago. Do not put your adorable child to sleep near a window. Oh, good Lord, Sammy. What are we going to do with these people? Come on.
There's a place for you among my merry men. You'd be the first woman. I hope that's no deterrent.
There's someone I need to talk to before it's too late.
I wonder if Aurora came across anything in the dream world. She said she was going to try to reach Emma and them.
Philip and I are expecting a baby.
Oh yeah, you can't say anything now.
I'm joining Robin Hood's band.
Oh, poor Mulan. Oh.
Hello, Hook.
Lady Belle.
Lady Belle?
She's not gonna help us.
Why should I help you?
Because I believe in you.
How does her hair look so fabulous when she's living in the woods like that? Like, what are you using?
Just maybe.
Charming's plan kind of blew up. You gotta tell her. Come on, just tell her.
How'd you know that would work?
See, this is bad. How'd you know that would work? She really does believe in her. It wasn't a ploy. This is what's bad. I get why he's not telling them. He doesn't want to worry them and turn Operation Henry into Operation Save Charming. I get it. But what's going to end up happening is they're going to be in some kind of battle or important move being made in this process, and he's going to just collapse. Or he's going to be like... He is going to cause so many more problems by not telling them. He's going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? A liability. He's going to be a liability. Yeah. Why? I don't know why I said liability. He's going to be a liability for them. They're going to be doing something important, and then he's going to faint or collapse and suddenly be like, oh, I'm dying. And it's going to be a problem.
All I wanted was a home, and never found it till you came along.
He's not looking so good.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah, see, she sees it. He's looking like, ooh. He looks like crap. I was gonna say, he's not gonna just drop like that and be unseen.
Anne will be so happy to see you.
I totally thought that rum in the last episode was poison. Regina's made me trust no one.
Did you ever go back and find him?
How is it selfish?
Because now you deprived him of his
Because
true
you didn't
love.
just ruin your life.
Is it it's Robin Hood. I'm telling you, he's gonna roll up his sleeves and there's gonna be a tattoo there. Show the arm, show the arm, show the arm, show the hand. Robin Hood. Knew the back of that head. It looks like a Gosling head. I knew it. Well, that's cool. Great episode. That was a wonderful, wonderful episode. I love that we got to check back in, not with our storybook characters, but with Mulan, Neil, and Robin Hood, aka Regina's true love. Who the heck saw that coming? Well, you all did because you've seen the episodes, but I did not see that coming. I was so excited to find out who her second true love was. And I did not think that we were actually going to find out by the end of this episode, but as soon as they showed the back of his head, I was like, that looks like Robin Hood. It had to have been someone that we had already seen before, I would think. And the way his shirt kind of looked was a little ruffly too. And they also conveniently had his wife die. And so it's also very interesting because Regina's always wanted a son. She's always wanted a kid, you know? That's why she got Henry. And Robin Hood has one that she can hang out with and be a mother to. It's rather interesting. It's rather interesting. It's also rather interesting that Robin Hood's whole thing is that he steals from the rich and gives to the poor. And Regina just does a lot of crazy things. That was a cool twist. I like that. That was really interesting. And I love how they tied in Tinkerbell. I love Tinkerbell. I think everybody loves Tinkerbell, right? Everybody loves Tinkerbell. And in this, they kind of made Tinkerbell into a grudge-driven mean person because she got screwed over by Regina, which I get it. You know, she wanted to show the Blue Fairy that she could help Regina because the Blue Fairy is like, she's way past being helped. And I feel like I was siding with Tinkerbell in that conversation where she's like, isn't the whole point's to help people, right? So shouldn't we help her most of all? Because if she's so misguided, you know, it's she's the one who needs the help the most. This is a throwback to another episode, and I can't remember which one it is. Someone's lighting off fireworks. Which one it is and what it was referring to, but I remember I'm having deja vu of like where I'm saying this, where, you know, they wanted to help someone. Again, I think it was in regards to Regina. I just can't remember what character it was or who it was. So like it was probably Snow. It was probably Snow and Charming, I think, maybe when they were trying to decide whether to put her in the dungeon or like give her the second chance, and they kind of tricked her into, you know, you could either leave or kill me, and she tries to kill Snow. I think maybe it was that episode, maybe it was another one, but they're right, you know? It's all along, it's the one who needs the help the most is Regina. So if you keep giving up on her, she is just going to get darker heart, and she's going to be the most evil person you know. But I think that these situations with these characters like Tinkerbell, like Snow, even though they may not be successful in changing Regina's mind or actually making her come over to the right side, or however you want to put it, I think because these certain characters keep trying, or certain characters tried, it was prolonging her from going completely off the deep end. You know, like she would have been a lot more evil a lot quicker if you didn't have characters like Tinkerbell, characters like Henry, characters like Snow trying to kind of halt it or prevent it from happening. It just would have happened like that. It was very, very interesting, and it broke my heart because Tinkerbell really did mean well. She wanted to help her, but she did betray the Blue Fairy's trust, and it was her second chance, and she should have taken all that into consideration. I understand that she felt like she was doing right, but she wasn't, and she's right at the end when she says to Regina, you know, you kind of messed his life up too, because regardless of whether you went in or not or what you chose to do, you are his true love. And now he will never know that because you were too afraid to go in. And I get why she was afraid. And I went over that in the reaction, so I'm not going to bother saying it again, but I totally understand why she did what she did. But it is an interesting way to look at it. You deprived him of ever having true love, because you were afraid of what might happen. Isn't that like the most normal way to explain any relationship? Like the majority of people, I feel, are so afraid to go into a relationship or into a commitment or into something serious in a relationship because of what could happen in the future. What if they leave me? What if it doesn't work out? What if? Regina has the ultimate excuse for an ultimate what if, but you got to take the jump sometimes. You got to take the chance. I love that Neil is now in Neverland. I love that they concocted this whole plan with using Robin Hood's son, and I was so afraid that he was going to take that little boy. I really thought that when he laid him down by the window after everything was over and he was talking to Mulan, that he was going to like bust through that window and take that kid. Why would he not come back? If I was the Shadow, I would be pissed. I would be so mad. I'd be like, they fooled me. They tricked me. I'm mad. I'm coming back every night and I'm looking for that kid. I'm going to take that kid. So I would not be surprised if that's not the last time we see him. But at the same time, him and the Merry Men are in the woods now with a Merry Mulan as well, because oh my gosh, that poor woman. She finally gains the courage to say, all right, I'm going to tell Aurora. And Aurora tells her that she's pregnant. Poor Mulan. Poor Mulan. But honestly, and this is no offense to Aurora or Philip, I don't like Philip. I don't hate him, but I don't like him. I don't really care for him. And so I feel like him and Aurora are kind of made for each other, because I'm not crazy about Aurora either. And I feel like Mulan could do a lot better. So now Mulan is with the Merry Men and Robin Hood, and I think that's great. I think that is the perfect place for her. That's where she should be. I loved the whole scene between Tinkerbell and Regina, where Regina pulls out her heart and she's like, here, take it. You don't have to threaten me with that, because she knows that she has to convince Tinkerbell for the sake of helping Henry. So her heart is actually in this. It's not like, ooh, I concocted this plan, I'm gonna trick her and this and that. But she really emotionally felt that. She was like, oh my gosh, like I need to do anything that I possibly can because Henry's life is on the line. And I'll even give you my heart. I don't care. That really did come from a place of love and compassion and kindness for Henry. And I think that was really beautiful to see, because usually it's like, how can I get around this in a conniving, sneaky, like little way? How can I concoct a plan? That's usually her MO, but not this time. It actually came from a place of true love. My whole theory about Neverland and the Lost Boys and all of them just getting together, and believing that Pan isn't as powerful as he is, would that actually work? I'm gonna think more about that theory. I need more information about Neverland. I need more information about Pan and the Lost Boys. I need to see them and then maybe gain more info and work on that theory. But I feel like maybe it could go in that direction. I also do strongly see Henry befriending Pan, but having it be a fake friendship just so that he can kind of get on his good side and make him believe. He's the ultimate believer, right? So he can potentially have the power to instill belief in other people. So he's going to get Pan to believe that he is his friend and that he is working with him, and then he's ultimately not going to. Aside from all of that, holy cannoli, I've been talking for like 15 minutes. What the heck? Charming. Like I said, Charming is going to end up being a liability. They're going to be stuck in a sticky situation. Something serious is going to happen. Maybe they're going to be getting attacked. Whatever it may be, it's going to be a high tense situation. And Charming's just going to freaking collapse. And then he's going to be a major liability. That's why it is better that he says something now as opposed to waiting. I get why he wants to wait. He doesn't want the focus to be on him because there's a time limit. They're worried about Henry. I get it. But that's a bad move, in my opinion. He needs to tell them. Yeah. So, oh my gosh, there was so much in that episode. That's crazy. That was a great episode. Aside from that, I'm really excited to see what happens with Neil and what his whole experience was in Neverland. We keep hearing that he was in Neverland, but we don't know what the heck happened. We don't know how he got out. He knows Pan. I love Neil's nonchalant, this is my lifeness. You know, like he lived it for so long and he's so used to being a storybook character that even though he had been out of it for so long and living in Manhattan, being a New Yorker and all that, it's so interesting to see him just fall right back into like, oh, hey, you're Mulan? Oh, cool. Robin Hood? Yeah, this is my dad's house and I need a portal. Can you help me contact Pan with your kid? Because I need to go to Neverland. Pan's a real jerk. Like, I just love how he's so like, whatever. It's just really funny to see. It's really interesting to see because it was such an adjustment from season 1 into season 2, seeing all of our characters, even though they were in their storybook, like, get up, having their story book personalities be incorporated into that was an adjustment because I'm so used to knowing them as this character and like knowing that they're kind of faking this situation, but to have Neil's just mashed together into the two, it's really fun to watch. It's really fun to see. So I would have to say at this point, my favorite character of all, of course, is Henry. I love him so much. I would have to say in the first 2 seasons, my second was Rumple, but I think Neil might be my second now, and Rumple would be my third. It's definitely a tie for 2 and 3 between Neil and Rumple because I just love Neil's roles now. Every time I see him on the screen, I get excited. Every time I see him, I know something exciting or funny or crazy is gonna happen. And with Rumple, every time he's on screen, something crazy happens, and it's always fun. But at this point, I'm more entertained by Neil because I want to just see what he does. I feel like Rumple at this point is like a little bit predictable. Like, you know he's going to do something insane, so you're expecting it. As with Neil, it's just fun to watch him because you haven't gotten to see him much at all. But I'm going to stop talking now because I'm over an hour, so That was a really good episode. I loved it. I cannot wait to jump into the next one. Everyone throw a like, up, or dislike if you do or do not like what you see, but comment down below and let me know why. Subscribe if you have not yet. We do fun things here. Ring-a-ling-a-ling the bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. And don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. So long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when you might need it next. Bye.